Stingray Con. I attended Stingray Con last weekend with my roommate, Morgan, aka Nimochipins, and it was honestly really exciting. It was my first con where I was tabling as myself, and it was the first con that I got accepted to, that I applied to personally, and they accepted me based on my art, skill, and merit. Not everything went as smoothly as I had wanted it to, and maybe that's my own fault. A little background, little backstory, story time. On Friday night, every good story always starts off with on a Friday night. On Friday night, I had met up with a new friend and to hang out, and unfortunately, I got drunk. I got super drunk, and I also broke my phone in the process. 10 out of 10. Good job, me. And that was problem number one. Problem number two is I came home at 3 a.m. and I was supposed to wake up at 7 so we can go set up everything at the con at 8. But yeah, that entire day of Stingray Con, I did not have my phone. I was kind of losing my mind and foaming at the mouth. But all in all, the con went really well, and probably at the end of the video I'll show you all the stuff that I brought to Stingray Con and just like how much I made, I guess. I mean, it's not like a huge number. Don't get your hopes up, dude. But for my first con, I think I did pretty well, so.
Yes. Where are we?
We're at Stingray Con.
Oh no, the focus. Stingray Con, are you excited?
Yes.
You excited and ready?
I'm actually kind of excited to be in a gym.
10 out of 10. We got tiny small table. But you know what? That's okay. Tiny small table for 2 artists. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Excited. We have about, like, what? An hour and a half to set up?
I think just an hour.
Just an hour? Yes, ma'am.
This is us trying to figure out how we're going to set up our booth. We didn't talk about it or plan anything about it beforehand, so this was very much on the fly of like, how are we gonna combine our two vibes and aesthetic. But in a few minutes here, you're gonna see that I think it came together pretty well. It was very contrasting, and I think it was overall very interesting. Here she is in all of her beautiful, beautiful glory. I am so proud with how this setup ended up looking like in the end. I felt like everything flowed very nicely. And then this is Morgan's side of the booth. Always so nice, always so lovely. After we finished setting everything up, we took a walk around the convention and just to see all the tables that were there. Even though it was small, there was a lot of people that didn't. Morgan got a card. The focus wasn't really working, but it was a shiny Pokemon card that she was excited about. Yeah, even though it was a small con, there was a lot of empty tables and a lot of people that just didn't show up, and the cost of the tables was only $20, so it felt a little weird. It felt a little odd. It kind of bummed us out because we could have used those tables to have 2 nice booths to ourselves, but it being in a gym, there's a lot of space. It was actually really, really good.
All right, Mogus.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
How do you feel about everything so far?
I'm fine. I wish we could have got a bigger table.
That's okay. Yeah, we saw like 15 empty tables, and we're like, that could have been us.
We could have had a big, beautiful table.
Big, beautiful table, but that's okay. We made our tiny little combined booth work. We got a tiny little combined one.
Yeah.
So now we're chilling. We're chilling, we're excited.
Yeah.
I guess it technically already started.
Yeah, it just started. It just opened.
We'll see.
2 hours later.
3 hours.
Mogus.
Yeah.
Oh, light. How you feel?
Tired.
That definitely wasn't rehearsed 10 seconds ago. But I think we did pretty well. for a small 1-day con.
Well, it's only been 3 hours. There's like what, still another 3 hours?
Yeah.
So I think it's fine.
Yeah, and people are still like slowly trickling in here and there. So.
Well, I guess the costume contest is happening now.
Oh.
And then maybe they'll come back through.
Buy more shit, please. I had Kirby totes that somebody bought, and I screamed.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. I feel like I scared them because I was like, "Ah!" And they're like, hello. I was like, I
He
can't.
was kind of like, I feel like when he said first sale, he was asking like, is it your first sale of the day? It's like, no, just my first Kirby tote.
I don't know, he thinks I'm fucking loose. Oh my god, no.
Enable your boobs.
Oh my god. That's me. But so far, so good. We'll check in like, I don't know, another hour.
We actually did not have a chance to check back in because we had to go to the T-Mobile store and try to get my phone fixed. So that's kind of how the event ended. But overall, it was very, very good. Extremely, extremely proud with how the booth setup was and how everything looked and how both of our booths somehow managed to look cohesive next to each other. It was a very interesting juxtaposition of the two booths next to each other because I feel like my stuff is a little bit odd or a little bit out there compared to some of Morgan's stuff, but I think we made it work, and I think it was interesting for people to walk by our booths and be like, oh, visually these are obviously two different artists, and we had the two different colored panels, and yeah, overall, very, very proud with that setup. So now it is time to show off some of the new products that I made for the con, starting with my Sonic keychain, which I'm actually so pumped and excited for that I made these. They're actually really cheap, and it was my first time using, oh, hold on, wait, I have to... it was my first time using Woa-Cry for manufacturing these, and honestly, these came out so cute, and I'm so happy with how they looked, and I was very excited. Oh, look at them. I haven't made acrylic charms in such a long time, so being able to make these, I was so stoked about. You don't understand, I was so excited. Next product that I made were these Kirby car stickers, and I thought these were gonna do a lot better than, you know, I thought they would, but that's okay. Only like one person bought it, but they look like this, and they were made through Sticker App. They're super duper thick, which is insane. I kind of wanted the white part to be transparent, but just with the material, there's just no way. But yeah, I think this is so cute. This is one of my favorites. I put it on like my water bottle, even though that wasn't its intended purpose. Following with the theme of Kirby is probably the one that I was most excited to make because I really, really like the design. I think it was so cute. And you could hear it from a mile away. It is this tote bag that has Kirby on a little, like a vintage looking, like Japanese car. And there's a little bell on it. This, I talked about it in the video, but the person that bought this, because there was a blue handle for this one, and the person that bought it, I like lost my shit about it, and it was so cute because I could hear them like jingling all throughout the con, and I was so excited. I was like, that's me, I made that. So this is definitely one of my favorites. I hope to kind of make a lot more of these and actually show the process of me making these, because I didn't do that because I was kind of silly and I wasn't thinking that I wanted to make a like vlog about my first con. Another thing that I brought, well, I'll save him for last. Another thing that I have are two new prints, which is my Diva, which honestly, it started out as like a tiny little doodle, but I was like, this is actually pretty cute. I could probably make that into a print. And it was just, you know, it's just bright and pink. And I thought that it was very cute and eye-catching. But the one that I am most excited for, I feel like I'm gonna say that about all the things that I have, but is my my Zagreus print. Making this was so much fun. If you know me, and I also made a video talking about it, I love Hades so much, and I love Zagreus so much. So making anything for Hades is like, I love it so much. It meant a lot for me to make that piece. Even though looking back at it now, maybe I'm my own harshest critic. There's parts of it that I don't. There's parts of that print that I don't love, but that's okay. I'm glad that I made it, and I'm glad that I did it. And I still actually really like the piece. And one person bought it. One person bought it, and he thought it was really cool. So I guess I'm vindicated for that one. But moving on to my special boy, and something that I was really excited to show off and have. I made new business cards with my boy. Look at him. Oh, look at that. Thank you, camera, for focusing. I made these cute business cards with my new mascot. I even made like a little stand for him, and his name is Loser, which explaining that to people is probably a very interesting thing. So since my name is Dream On Loser, I figured I wanted to make a mascot that kind of tied into the brand, I guess. And so his name being Loser, it's kind of like motivational, like dream on, loser, like you got it. It's a fun motivational name. I knew someone like 6 years ago at this point that was like, that's a dumb name. Fuck you. Because now I got my fucking boy, dude. I got my cute little boy, and everyone thought he was so cute, and I think he's so cute, and I love him so much. I'm so glad that I made him. I think he's so cute. He's me if I was a little guy, you know? And like the design behind him, I like eyeballs. I think eyeballs are super cool. And a lot of my older works, when I was doing a lot of traditional stuff, had just boys that were really sweaty, and they were always wearing striped shirts. And that's kind of what I wanted him to be. He's just an anxious mess, and he's just lost all of the time, and he's so sweaty because he doesn't think that he can do it, but he can do it because he's my special boy. And I don't know, making that was probably the highlight of this whole con and everything. So I guess we can give a little, I guess I can't really give like a perfect cost breakdown, but the amount for the table was like $20 easy, and I made $100 from the con, which I was very excited because the last event that I had done, I only made like $60. And for some reason, I was really disappointed. I was really bummed out. So for this one, the fact that I could make $100 made me very happy. Kind of validated everything I did, and introducing new products and a much more cohesive booth setup and layout really does help attract new people, and having booth presentation is very important. Anyway, this con meant so much to me. I felt like an established artist. I felt like I was doing the thing that I wanted to do when I was a child. It's exciting. Like, I don't really have words for it. Like, the following Monday and Sunday, I was just so happy. I was so happy. I was so giddy, and I was so excited. So overall, a good con if you're in Florida, because that's where it is. I would recommend checking out Stingray Con, and I would also recommend checking out my roommate, Schmokin, Nimochipins. Something will be here, because she has been very helpful throughout this whole process. But thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I'm sorry if this video was a bit of a mess. The start of this whole vlogging journey kind of got tanked when Friday happened, but hopefully it was enjoyable. Hopefully you learned something. I don't know what you could have learned. This wasn't educational, sorry. But thank you, and goodbye.